I'm going to take you through the simulation just in case you don't have the resources to do so. So might be a little slow because I'm going to read each step and follow through just like you would be doing, so you can fill out the worksheet as you go. Here is the legend. First thing that it says to do is to drag the LAC-Z gene into place and see what happens. So LAC-Z gene. Okay. Then we're going to drag the LAC-L gene into place. And now we're going to do the LAC operator into place. Okay, so what is happening? And then the question asks, what's the role of the promoter? And then you are going to drag the promoter into place. And which promoter does it say to drag? Just straight LAC promoter. Okay, so now that we see this process, we're going to go on to the next step that says drag the LAC-L promoter into place. Okay, now I think you've had an opportunity to see what is happening with that. The next step says to inject 5 lactose molecules into the environment. So I'm going to go up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that is the end of part 1 of the simulation. Now we're going to go over to part 2, to lactose transport. Okay, so in part 2, it says to drag the 3 genes into place. Oh, let's turn on our legend so we know what's what. So now we've basically added this cell membrane so that we can get a bigger picture. So now we are going to drag the 3 genes into place as well as the operator. So let's put the genes into place and the operator. And it says drag the LAC-L promoter into place so we can turn off the, oh, we already did that one, lac L promoter. Which one? Lac L, excuse me, lac L promoter, there we go. So we can turn off the lac operon and drag the promoter into place. Oh, drag the promoter, both promoters? Okay, and then it says to pump in 5 molecules of glucose. Okay, so you should have been able to see what's happening with that part. Now the next step says to drag the lac L promoter and the lac Z gene off of the DNA. So lac L promoter, we're going to drag that off. And the lac Z gene we are also taking off. This will allow you to express the lac Y operon transporter gene. Okay, so you can see that now we are able to express the lac Y gene, so we can see what's happening with that. So let's add some lactose and see what happens. Okay, so we see that the lactose is inside, but it's just moving around. So let's go ahead and do the next step, which says drag the lac Z gene back into place and see what that does for us. Okay, so now you should be able to tell what protein is being made by lac Z and by lac Y and what their role is in this process. We'll throw a few more lactose in there just to make sure that you can see exactly what's going on. For part 3 mutants, we are going to reset everything, and then we are going to, one at a time, turn parts off so that we can see what effect a change in each section would create. So we'll go ahead and let this get set up. Okay, so the first mutation that we are going to work on is going to be the LAC-L gene. So we are going to turn off the LAC-L gene. So here's our first mutation. We are going to test this by putting in our 5-lactose. Okay, let's give this one more look. So again, this is the first one. If we have our LAC-L gene turned off completely, what effect does this have on the overall and on the operon itself? Okay, so now we are going to turn our LAC-L gene back on and see what happens. Then we will add our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lactose. Okay, again, let's add some lactose and see what happens. Once again, if the gene is always turned on. Okay, now we're going to set this back to turning off the LAC-Z gene. So let's say if we turn off the LAC-Z gene. So let's see what happens when we add our 5 lactose molecules.